Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Well, good evening, and welcome to Friend. I'm your co-host, Nicole.
And I'm Dr. Jason Green.
And we wanted to welcome you to this week's edition of My Spouse is My Best Friend Vacation Style, everyone's favorite topic.
Last week we were on vacation. You missed us. We are back, but we had a great time. So today we want to talk about vacations and staycations.
Yes.
And how they can help you in your marriage.
How you can benefit from taking a vacation or staycation. And we'll talk about some practical tips to help you along the way.
All right. So first thing I want to do today is I want to go through some scriptures that are related to being with your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
First one is Genesis 2:24. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and join his wife, and they shall become one flesh.
One flesh.
Come here, my one flesh. Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Men, love your wives.
That's
Give
right,
yourself
brother.
up. She's all you got. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. Two are better than one because they have a good return on their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help them up, but pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. She is your helpmate, fellas.
Mhm.
And you are what? I'm the helpmate?
I'm the
Lord.
helper. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, I'm sorry. You're the helper. I'm the helpmate.
Yeah, see, confusing me.
All right. Proverbs 5:8-19. May your fountain be blessed, and may you rejoice in the wife of your youth. They're not always going to be young, but you love them all the way through. A loving doe and graceful deer, may her breast satisfy you always.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. May you ever be intoxicated with her love.
Yeah.
And my number 5, my beloved is mine, and I am his, and his is hers.
And that was Song of Solomon,
And that was the Songs of Solomon.
who talks about breast a lot. Want to add that in there.
So we want to talk about staycations and vacations. We just came back from our vacation. We had a great time.
Yes.
Not everything when it's planned, right? But every time we go on vacation, no matter what goes on, it seems like we always make the best of it.
We do.
Because it's not about the beaches, and it's not about the fishing or sailing and the entertainment. It's about really connecting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so anytime something goes wrong, we really remember why we're there. So this vacation, we had a great time. We had some hiccups, whatnot. Matter of fact, tell you all this, we ended up having to sign an NDA before we had to come back.
I guess that's all we have to say about that.
That's all we have to say about that stuff. And it was a great vacation because we got to spend quality time together.
Intentional time together, which I
Intentional
think
time
is
together.
very important. So especially if your spouse love language is quality time like mine, vacations is a wonderful way to fill up that meter, fill up that tank for your spouse.
I mean, yeah, it really creates an opportunity to reconnect, right? You get a break from the unusual stressors, and you rediscover each other outside of the daily grind.
Yep.
You think about all that, and you just really get away and just reconnect and be able to just focus on your spouse.
And sleep in.
And sleep in together. Matter of fact, you show that couples vacation together report higher satisfaction in their relationship. It's a chance to really focus on each other. Gets away from the distractions, whether it's a tropical beach, a mountain cabin, cultural city tour, whatever y'all decide to do, it strengthens the bond. Plus, stepping away from just the normal environment helps you gain perspective. It really gets you honed in on each other.
Yeah, I think vacations are great no matter what the duration is. So if you are breaking away from the monotony of everyday things, and so you going to the mailbox, checking emails, binging Netflix, doing the same things you do on a day-to-day basis. Again, no matter where you go for your vacation, it's a time for you, like I said, to spend intentional quality time with your spouse, as well as creating memories together. So even though we didn't have the best of our time this vacation, it's memory. So we can look at it now and laugh while we went through it. It wasn't so funny, but now it's a memory that's ingrained in both of our minds. And so we can say, remember when we had to do, I can't talk about it. Or remember when we had to, I can't talk about it. Remember when such and such happened that I can't talk about. So we create memories. And so things that we can laugh about in the future.
Exactly. And it's like I said, it becomes that reconnection. And like I said, building memories is awesome because, when you're at home, you go to work, you wake up, go to work, deal with the kids, do it all over again. It becomes the monotony thing. But the vacation, you have to really have something, create things to talk about, create things to reconnect on, create things that you can talk about later on and on your date nights. Remember this? And I mean, I think that's a good point. So vacations, they're great.
They're good.
And then you're in this little tiny room together, either in a hotel or you're in a Airbnb or wherever you are, and you're kind of locked in on each other, right? So you don't have a big old house and you can go to different rooms. You're kind of stuck together and you're experiencing things and being able to connect and talk and do your pillow talk and do other things. But I mean, just really you can create that intimacy as well.
Yep, I agree. So outside of vacations, let's talk about staycations. So we do a lot of staycations because number one, they're cheaper. Number two, we kind of fit them in where we can. We can take the little one with us, if we want to, or we can just have a quick weekend of just the two of us. So again, if you don't have a lot of resources, if you're cutting back on finances, or if you're just trying to stick something in the budget, a staycation is a perfect thing to do.
Yeah, we all don't, sometimes you're not going to have the resources, you're not going to have the time, but you still need to make time to spend with each other outside the house, right? And you can plan a date weekends, just go out and so sometimes we might just go to downtown Fort Worth or go downtown Dallas, plan, an eating event, and then maybe go plan to do some dancing or see a show or whatnot. But, feel like we're on vacation and just disable from everything, work emails, put away our cell phones, and dedicate that time and those activities to each other, right?
Right.
And do new activities. And that's what goes on with the vacations too, and staycations. Do new activities, and along with, building memories, right?
Right.
You can build memories of we're doing something new together, and we either like it or we don't, and we get to talk about it.
Yeah.
But it's really creating those times together that you can talk about, and you don't get bored throughout your whole marriage, because the past is the past, and if you don't create a future, what do you have to talk about?
Not much.
Not much. So staycations they're intentional. They turn the usual distractions and focus exclusively onto each other and stuff like that. So it's really surprising how much just a few days of dedicated time can refresh and rejuvenate your marriage.
I agree. So I think the benefits of, again, a staycation and a vacation is you get to rekindle your intimacy. You get to have communication and you reduce stress. I mean, I could get a nice massage in the hotel, either by the masseuse or the masseuse.
Or the masseuse with some baby oil.
Okay, baby oil.
Not P. Diddy's baby oil. My baby oil.
Allegedly. But again, you're creating those memories with your spouse. Again, things you get to laugh about, things that you can hold dear, and take plenty of pictures. Some of them you might not can share with other people, but again, spending time with your spouse, reconnecting, canoodling, having your first. So again, we live in the suburbs, so we like to do staycations in the bigger cities, and it's amazing how we've lived here all of our lives, and we're still experiencing things that we never seen before. And so those staycations give us time to go and look at those smaller things or things that we haven't even thought about that people that have come to the area has seen and we've never seen our entire lives. So that gives us a chance to explore.
So some of the things you can do. I mean, make sure when you're planning these vacations and staycations, I mean, plan ahead. You know, talk to your wife in your intimate time or your date nights or your weekly
Wind
down Wednesdays. Plan ahead. Plan a when you go on the staycation. Disconnect. Turn off your phone. Turn off your email. Make sure you're honed on each other. You're focused on each other. Be present. Right. You want to make sure they're intentional. That you're making sure that you're listening to your wife, husband's wife. So you listen to you and take this time to really just. I mean, y'all don't have nothing else to think about.
Right.
So take this time to do your pillow talk and really, talk about your marriage, talk about your future, talk about, anything and have fun. Try new things again to so that you may create new memories and stuff like that and make it a tradition, right? So we plan on 1 to 2 vacations a year and we plan them a year in ahead. So even if something comes up, usually they're already paid for. Like, this year we probably, if we didn't plan ahead, we probably wouldn't have took any vacations. A lot of financial things came up. We probably could have spent the money somewhere else, but they were already planned ahead and paid for last year. So we still get to do, go to our vacations and rekindle and whatnot because we planned ahead and they were already done. So.
Yep. And so other things is, again, rekindle, understand where your spouse is coming from. And if you find yourself talking about work and kids, I say I'm going to give you 30 seconds to talk about Lil Ray Ray, and then we got to cut the conversation off because we got to get back to me and you. So again, I would say keep it short, keep it light, and then make sure that you enjoy your best friend because, again, this is a person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And so why not have fun? Why not have fun in other places and see things, explore things, and get to know each other? Because again, the older we get, the more, again, we go into that monotony of bills, kids, jobs, things like that. And so get to know your spouse again, see what has changed, and just talk to them.
Yeah, it's a journey, y'all. You go out, you have the girls' trips, you have your men's trip. Well, have your best friend trips.
Yep.
Cheers to staycations and vacations and shooting and doing the rafters and everything else.
Well, we got to go, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.